All right, so guys, let me tell you how this is going to go. This is going to be a little bit different than other hackathons. Who here is familiar with speed dating? Nobody. Okay, speed dating is usually what they do is they have girls sitting at every table. I'll use the because you're all guys for the most part. Girls sitting at every table and they blow a horn and you switch every 5 minutes. You switch and you go to another table and you talk about compatibility, blah blah blah, and then at the end you make some decisions about which girl you like the most, or they make decisions about who they like the most of the guys that went around. So we're going to do something similar. We've deputized all of the attendees of the conference to be judges. Okay, and so what they're going to have, they all have in their possession, everybody got one when they checked in, one of these tokens. This is a voting token. Okay, and so what's going to happen is we'll break the attendees up into groups, and they are going to move from one station to the next, and they're going to listen to your pitch. Now, we've done this before, and one of the things is that you'll notice is that your pitch starts to get a lot better by the end from the beginning, right? Because you realize how much time, how quickly 5 minutes goes by. We give everybody 5 minutes for each round, and each time your pitch is going to get better and better and better. It's almost like a training thing because if you're pitching to VC, this is a great way to learn how to make a great pitch to VC. You're going to get some honest feedback from your attendees. They'll ask questions. Why didn't you do this? What did you do here? So on and so forth. So be prepared for those. Okay, time your presentations around that. Okay, we'll all be giving demos, of course. And so what we've set up for you, what we're setting up right now, is in progress. We're tearing down the Imperial Ballroom where we had all the sessions today. We're turning in one big space, and there's going to be a bunch of tables set up in there with monitors. We're giving everybody a big monitor to hook up to and to do their demo. What will happen is we'll break all the attendees up into even-sized groups. There's 14 teams, provided we can get a whole car system. If we can't, there's 13. We'll try to divide all the attendees up into an even number of groups. You might have to have have some like what we call buy-arounds because the groups might be too big. We'll spread the tables out as far apart as we can so everybody can hear you talking and saying, making your pitch. You're going to we have a thing that shows the APIs.
Yeah.
So and that's going to, there's a sign holder on each table, and so we advise you to make a list of the APIs included in your app on the and put it in a sign stand that's going to be on your table. The other thing you're going to have on your table is a lockbox. The box is locked, and when people cast their vote, they're going to take this and stick it in the lockbox. Okay. We're going to go through the whole thing. Everybody's going to go around and about an hour and a half so that we get through everything. Everybody, the attendees, you guys will be completely exhausted by the time it's over. But I can assure you it's a hell of a lot better than sitting and listening to 14 or 15 presentations in a row in a room with the lights turned down. Everybody, people can half asleep by the time that's over. So we're trying to keep it really interactive, trying to keep it really fun. At the end, you will all meet us back here, carry your lock boxes back here to this room. We will meet here to go through the accounting. Do not attempt to open your box or do a count or anything. This is very important. If you do that, you're out. Okay? No sharing of tokens or anything like that. So I don't want to, we don't want to see anybody trying to figure out how to take their tokens and dump them into somebody else's lockbox. Strictly against the rules. People will be watching that kind of thing. So please, play along to make it fair for everybody. The next thing that you're going to do is, I think I've got touched everything.
Yeah, after we count, then we'll go back.
Right. After we count, we'll go back to the Imperial Room for the reception, and we'll announce the winners. Now, one of the things is that hopefully by now you've all checked in with the various API providers to make sure they know that they're aware of the fact that you're using their APIs because they're all offering prizes as well. And you want to make sure you're competing for those prizes in addition to the first, second, third place prize that Programmable Web is offering. So $2,000, $3,000 too. To start things off, where I'll give out the overall prizes, and then we're just going to have some fun and reception, have a reception up there, and then after that, it's on to see Kate perform on stage at Ruby Sky at 8 o'clock. So Where is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's walking distance from here. Speed geek, okay, so we're calling it speed geeking, and it starts at 3. There's no dating. You know, if there happens to be somebody up by your table that you have an interest in, you're more than welcome to make a play. No problems there. You know, geeks are hot these days, come on. So it's hard to So we'll start at 3:30. So what we're going to do is we're all going to go to that room at 3:30. You guys should be at your stations, ready to go, and then I'm going to explain how this works to the rest of the people. We're going to break them up into a group, take about 15 minutes to get that done. And then what I have is I have an ear horn, right? It's going to be really loud. No mistake about when I blow that thing. And that will signal the beginning of a round, right? And everybody will start. Give you 5 minutes, and then I'll hit the air horn twice to signal the end of the round. People will have a minute to move to the next table, right? And then I'll blow the horn again, and that will signal the beginning of the next round. So one horn, when you hear the horn once, that means you start. When you hear it twice, it means it's over, and people should move on. Yeah?
Since we're not doing consecutive presentations, is there anything
Right now?
we're on the wrong station.
I don't even know what everybody else.
Yeah, okay, well, why don't we go around the room right now? We can just go around this group and just talk a little bit about what it is you guys, everybody has done.
Just the marketing basically for our app. Are those accessible for you everyone else?
On API, yeah, that's viewable by everybody.
Is there some I have to know who they are on a certain
You can just see the list. You can see there's a list of things.
Okay.
And see that.
Who else is part of this?
Yeah, yeah.
That's, yeah.
Any other questions? So why don't we just go around real quick? Start over here. Somebody. Sorry. Guys, I'll keep talking.